I am here in Sydney, Australia to go on a fantastic food tour. Check out some cool food spots. Hey everyone, it's Scott with the Scott Man, and make sure not to watch this video on an empty stomach. It is so great to be here in Australia for the very first time and checking out Sydney for the next few days. Sydney is home to all kinds of amazing food. But the fact that Sydney is a very international city, you can find foods from all over the world here. So we'll be finding, well, not finding, but eating at a lot of cool international spots around town. But of course, get some other great stuff too. So yeah, over here on Pitt Street right now, and not too far away, there is our first place we're gonna be heading over to. Gonna get some Indonesian food. All right, so apparently it might be in this little food court over here. But for what I was seeing online, this place is supposed to be very, very highly rated. It's supposed to be like, I think, maybe cafeteria-style Indonesian food. So it sounds pretty delicious. And of course, there's not really much in the way of Indonesian restaurants back home in Michigan, so this would be a real treat for me after enjoying the food when I was in Bali 5 years ago. Okay, so I found the place. It's not where the food court is. It's walk a little bit more to the south, not very far, and then I found it. It's Garam Merica, and they got some amazing Indonesian food. So just gotta go inside that corridor there and get some great food. We'll do that now. All right, so I found it at last, and yeah, kind of tucked in away a little bit, and really nice, I have to say. Yep, all kinds of great Indonesian food. When I went to Bali 5 years ago, one of the things I absolutely enjoyed was nasi goreng. And so I had to get that today. So it's basically fried rice with a fried egg on top. Also comes with some vegetables as well too. Decided to get mine with chicken. So yeah, can't wait to dig in here. Quite good at this, sir. Cooked very well, and it's like I'm back in Indonesia again. Try to get some of the chili in here too. Ooh, gotta be careful though, it's a little hot. Like I say, that was quite good, I have to say. It's like, the only thing is, yeah, they weren't the prices that you get in Indonesia or anything, but it was still worthwhile. They gave you a lot of food, and it was quite fantastic. Great taste of Indonesia here in Sydney. But there's a lot of more food we're gonna be getting here in Sydney, so we're just getting started. All right, so here we are for our second stop here in this food tour. We are checking out Sydney's Chinatown. It's a fantastic area with all kinds of great Chinese restaurants, markets, you name it. And there's gonna be one place I'll be getting some delicious food coming up to get some like delicious dim sum. All right, so we found the place here. This is Emperor's Garden Restaurant. Got amazing Cantonese food. And then also featured next door too is you also can order some cream puffs as well too. You can see long queues even for it because it's supposed to be that amazing. You may even have to consider getting one. Depends on how much food we have at the restaurant. There's also a bakery next door too. All right, so let's head on over. All right, that's better. So they got different carts around. So basically they come to your table and ask you like certain dishes, and then what they'll do is you just pick what you want, and then they'll mark your cart for you, and then of course they tally everything up at the very end, and you pay for it. So I got quite a bit of different options here. Almost look like chicken egg rolls here. Of course, some pork buns, and of course over about tea. And then not only that too, but I also got some pork dumplings. I already forgot what the last thing is, but sometimes like you don't have to remember everything. You just have to know that it just tastes really good. Yeah, these almost look like egg rolls. Sorry, chicken egg rolls. These are been fantastic. These pork buns are phenomenal too. Very sweet, nice barbecued pork inside. This is amazing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these pork dumplings. It's really good. Very flavorful. All right, here we go. Cooked to perfection. Very delightful dim sum here. You have to check this place out here in Sydney. Amazing food. That was quite good, I have to say, and that dim sum filled me up. It's like you have to be careful when ordering food there because it's like you can rack up the price as you keep getting a bunch of different items, but it was quite worth it. And then at the end, it's like you just take your card up to the front and then you pay at the register. Yep, so for some amazing Cantonese dim sum and food, of course, you have to check out the Empire Garden Restaurant. If I had a little bit more room in my stomach right now, I almost want to head over there to get one of those cream puffs, but especially since the queue's not all that long right now, but oh well. But yeah, definitely check it out here in Sydney's Chinatown. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be heading to the next restaurant. All right, we have made it to our next restaurant. We're here in the Surry Hills area of Sydney and got another nice collection of great restaurants over here. In fact, we're not even too far from Central Station over that way. I can see one of the trains right now heading up toward Circular Quay, which is the train that comes from the airport. But anyway, we're not talking about the train. We're here to talk about food. So we're staying in front of Spice I Am, which is a fantastic Thai restaurant here in Surry Hills, over here on Wentworth. They're just opening up for dinner, so let's head on over and get some food. All right, guys, we got a table, and yeah, very cozy in here, I have to say. Not a ton of tables, but makes it nice though. Yep, all kinds of different Thai dishes, but decided to get their good old pad Thai, one of my favorite Thai dishes. It's like anytime I go around the world, it's like I always like to get pad Thai at different places, see how it compares to some of the ones I've had back at home. Got mine with chicken, and this looks fantastic. Wow. This is really good. Very sweet. Definitely one of the better pad Thais I've had. You do a lot of peanuts as well too. Fantastic. The Thai food was sweet and delicious. Definitely one of the better pad Thais I've had around the world. I still need to plan a trip to Thailand though sometime. But yeah, definitely check out Spice I Am in the Surry Hills area of Sydney. Great food, and get there early or get there right when they open, because it's like by the time I got done my meal, it went from being the only one there to the restaurant being almost completely full. So you know it's that good. All right, so we have more food we're gonna cover, and don't worry, there's more to Sydney than just Asian food, because that's what I've been featuring all in this video so far. But the Asian food here in Sydney is fantastic. But there's other stuff beyond Asian food we can get too. So yeah, anyway, don't go anywhere. All right, so we've made it over to the Bondi area of Sydney, and we'll continue our food tour. We're not gonna find anything I wanna have just right on the beach, so we'll head inland for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll find a really good place to get some food. All right, so we've made it to our destination to get some amazing food. Have to get some burgers at least once on this trip. So we're here in front of Bonditony's burger joint here in the Bondi area, and they're supposed to have some amazing burgers, so let's head over and enjoy one. All right, so able to eat outside here. Nice views of the street. Yep, nice little burger place. Get some amazing burgers. So, of course, that's what I got today. Got the Trippin' Z-Horse. Got beef, cheese, bacon, lettuce, a tomato relish, and some aioli as well. And, of course, some fries. Yeah, this burger looks really good. Grilled to perfection, and also cooked very well. I like the aioli sauce, and bacon's a little crispy too, which is pretty good. The fries are really good too. Fried perfectly, nice and warm. These are amazing. That was quite good, I have to say. After walking the coastal walk earlier over to Bondi, it's like I needed that burger. It was cooked very well, and yeah, really enjoyed Bonditony's for great burgers. But stay tuned, we got more food yet to come. And we've made over to Manly Beach, a beautiful beach over here in the northeastern part of Sydney near the Pacific Ocean. And it's time to get some more food. So we're gonna go to a restaurant called the Pantry, located practically right on the water. Well, sort of, it's like right along the promenade for Manly Beach. It is a new Australian restaurant, and from what I've heard online, it's supposed to have some really good food. In fact, it's even I think it's even in the Lonely Planet Australia book too. So should be a real treat. So let's head on in. All right, made it inside, and the best part of this restaurant is if you look outside, you get spectacular views of the ocean. Absolutely fantastic. It's like you have to come for the views. So today I decided to try their egg squid ink linguine. All right, here we go. Gotta be very careful because I already got some sauce on my napkin here. Thankfully, I avoided my shirt. It's hard to explain the flavor, but it's pretty good though. And the king prawns that are in this too. Yeah, quite fantastic. It's almost like a tomato-less sauce, or tomato-esque sauce, which really adds to the flavor of this. I'm gonna eat this off camera though, because I like to keep my shirt clean. But it's good stuff though. Probably wasn't my favorite thing I had on this trip so far, but with the views though, I can't complain. But yeah, it was still good though. I enjoyed my meal, and of course, really enjoyed the views. But as you can tell, it's starting to get dark out, but it's kind of thing about eating at dinner time is that by the time you get done eating, it's getting late. All right, so it looks like we got some weather possibly coming in, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap up here for the evening, but planning to do a couple more restaurants in this food tour for Sydney, so don't go anywhere. All right, so we're tucked away from Pitt Street right now, just in the heart of the central business district. It's a rainy day out today, but thankfully I found a nice dry spot where I can go ahead and film myself really quick. So we're gonna check out another awesome restaurant tucked away in Angel Place. We have a wonderful Italian restaurant called Ragazzi. It's supposed to have some amazing Italian food. So I should be in for a real treat. I'm in the mood for some good pasta. So let's go. Ragazzi has a nice cozy interior and of course amazing Italian food. I had to get their ravioli and it was absolutely delicious. But that's not all. For dessert, I had to get some pistachio flavored gelato, and the gelato was quite delicious as well. Yeah, it was really hard to film inside because I had to sit at the bar area, and so it was kind of hard to film in there. So I do apologize for the not so good quality, but the food was fantastic. So, very cozy interior, and of course they had all kinds of different Italian dishes. I had to get their ravioli, which tasted really good. It's like had a nice little olive-like taste to it. It was quite good. And of course I had to get some gelato at the end, some pistachio flavor, which was spectacular. People were very friendly in there. I definitely recommend checking out Ragazzi. All right, so that's probably all I'm going to be filming for today. But there's still a little bit more I'm going to do for this food tour tomorrow, but in the same video, so don't go anywhere. All right, so it's time to go to the last place in our food tour here in Sydney. And we're over by the waterfront, pretty much over near like Darling Harbor, I would say, to be more specific. We're going to get some seafood here at Jordon Seafood. It's a fantastic, highly rated restaurant where you can have some amazing food. It's a little chilly out here, so let's go into the warm patio or terrace, warm up, and have some delicious food. All right, so I was able to get a table outside. What's really nice is that you got a covered terrace here, so that way you can even eat if it's raining outside too. And it's heated, so this is really perfect. And of course, you get nice views of the wharf over there, over at the harbor. All right, so they all kinds of great seafood dishes and even some land dishes too. So if you don't care for seafood, you're in luck. So you don't have to get seafood here, but I am. So I'm getting I got their prawn linguine, which looks quite heavenly, I have to say. There's even a king prawn on there too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have some of this linguine. And I'll take a bite of this first. This pasta is fantastic, I have to say. It has some nice spice to it too. It's even better than the linguine that I had a couple nights ago. And of course, have some of the prawns as well. Gotta love the seafood here in Sydney. It is top notch. I'm gonna eat the rest of this off camera because I gotta make sure a seagull doesn't try to come at my food. Well, it was quite good, and what a great way to conclude my food tour of Sydney. I had a lot of amazing food this past several days here. Many great options, whether it's seafood or international food, and many other great stuff. Sydney has a lot of great food to offer. So yep, so I figure I might as well conclude here because you got a nice view of the waterfront. I'll show that at the very last scene. Yep, so I hope you enjoyed this food/restaurant tour of Sydney, Australia. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thanks for watching, and this is Scott of the Scott Man signing out here from Sydney, Australia.